What's up, everybody? Okay, so today is really going to be a training day, I think, for our Greymon here. We don't have much left to do before we get to an ultimate. I mean, I don't think I don't think Dramojimon's done digging his tunnel. We need to get our weight up a lot, and I don't know. I'm actually gonna go check Palmon. I don't know the best way to do that besides maybe just force feeding him a bunch, then giving him a blue apple and maybe a happy mushroom. There's really no good ways of keeping his weight up. I mean, not keeping it up, but getting it up. And if we train him, he'll get hungry faster and want to eat more. So that's a good start. So it's probably not going to be the most interesting episode here today. Let's see what we need. I'm basically at 2000 MP, so I'm probably good there. I guess let's get our HP up a little bit higher. $18.28. I'll probably just do 2 more of these. Because that'll be 19, right? Yeah, 1960. Oh, and he needs to poop. Let's go make sure we do that. Don't want any trade mistakes. And I was actually wrong in one of the previous episodes. I said we need below 5 care mistakes for a Metal Greymon. It's actually below 10. So, we don't have to worry even less than what we were worrying. And I'm pretty sure we've got 1 at the moment, so no issues. And he's tired. I am just gonna let him rest because I really don't want to be hurting his happiness too much. It'll lower his lifespan. Let's save and go to sleep. Okay, let's look at his stats again. 1916 will do 1 more HP training. I don't like to do a lot of HP training in one day because it really tires him out fast. Next, let's do some speed, brain training actually. Let's see what we got here. I'm thinking about taking him. So this one, he's probably not that hungry, so I'll just give him a giant meat. Oh, he's hungry enough for another piece of food. Wait, is he seriously? That's perfect. I'm gonna give him a blue apple. That'll be 5 food right there. And it'll get his happiness up quite a bit. There you go, full happiness. That is more than I could have asked for, really. So we got to 200. That's new orders. I'm gonna go to 250, and we may be able to learn technique. Small chance, but you know, might as well try it. Then once we get this, I'll probably go for speed. Defense is really the stat I ignore the most when it comes to training because it's really just not that necessary. 232. Oh, he's hungry again. See, this one, he's been training all day. I say all day, for like hours, a few hours. So let's give him a mushroom. And that shouldn't fill him up. And then we'll give him a giant meat. And that's how we get the most out of him. And he's still hungry? This is so perfect. We can give him another giant meat. That puts him at 5 weight again. 225, yeah, 221 is at 5 weight. So I think we're really starting to pack on the pounds now. We're only at 25, never mind. I lied. Man, it's hard to get him up to between 60 and 70. But we'll try our best. I don't know what we'll end up with if we don't meet weight, because we're definitely not meeting stats. 256. And I know exactly what we'll get if we don't meet weight. We'll get a Tyrannomon, which, no, Tyrannomon's champion. I don't know what we'll get. We may not get anything. With Ultimates, you kind of have to meet it or beat it. So, we got our brains. We didn't learn any techniques, sadly. So, let's just a small chance every 100 levels past 150. So let's go. We'll get our speed up to 200. And actually, I've got porta potties now. I'm actually going to use these just so he'll. I actually want him to not take it, but he took it just fine. And actually, after that training day, oh crap, that's what I didn't want. Oh well. Let's give him another mushroom. And then let's give him another giant meat. Yep, that's usually what happens. And we'll probably only be able to get away with one rest, so I'm just going to go over to Punimon's chair in Gigimon's house. Which Punimon no longer lives in. Once you get the Centaur Clinic, Punimon goes over there, so he's no longer sitting in his chair, but you can still rest in it without him. Just walk right over here. It says, I don't see Punimon, but I think I'll rest here. So there's actually different dialogue once he leaves. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. And you might see the tired bubbles. He wants to go to sleep already. You might see the tired bubbles like that after you rest. Anyways, it'll only pop up once and then it'll go away. Let's see. Got 3 pieces of meat and then I'll sleep. And I should be able to grab meat right after I sleep too. Oh, we got 5 pieces that time. That's nice. Got a large harvest. Do you say anything? Sleeping? No. Nope. Too early. We do need to talk to Tanamon before day 15, or on day 15 at least, when it's time to go get Vegemon, who will be our final upgrade for the food. I guess let's just keep training speed, because I don't think we hit 200 yet. That's basically 200. I'll call that good. Let's train some offense some more. Probably go to 250 on offense. He's hungry. He's barely worked out, so honestly, I think I'm just going to give him a giant meat and keep that as good. There's a risk if I were to give him a mushroom there that would fill him up. There we go. That's what we want. So he refused the item. So then we can scold him, and his happiness and discipline go up a little bit from that. And so since we did that, I'm actually not going to give him the porta potty. Because if we get to scold him, that's all we really want. After we scold him, he has like a 100% chance, or really close to that, of taking the item. So might as well not waste another porta potty. And I'm not using the porta potties to save time. I'm using them to get discipline up and stuff. So let's keep going. 245. I'll do one more offense training. Call that good enough. And then I guess here's the thing. I usually try to ignore defense as much as possible. I'll take it to 200, and then we'll go from some more speed. It's just not that worth it to me. I mean, you get so many health items, you really don't need defense all that much. So, unless you're trying to get Dromogimon to digivolve to a Monochromon where you need 400 defense. I guess I'm going to try to give him a mushroom. This could be risky, but we'll see. Don't fill him up. There we go, that's what we wanted. And take a giant meat. And another giant meat. This is the most perfect outcome right here. Let's see what we've got in our... Only 26. Okay, what is happening with our weight? Something's happening. Our weight is going down at an incredible speed. I'm just not getting the weight I want. I don't know why. I'll have to watch it more carefully, because we're not pooping that often. I'm giving him quite a lot of food. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to go to 250 speed. And then I'll start working on the MP and HP again. And he's tired already. That is not good. Our happiness is down pretty far. I'm gonna go rest at the Centaur Clinic, and then I'm gonna go farm some blue apples because we really need them. Don't fight me. Just ignore me. I really don't know what's going on with that. That is so strange to me. I mean, I shouldn't be having this much trouble getting his weight up. I'm thinking I'm just going to have to force feed him a bunch, which is going to make him really angry. So what I want to do is get some either happy mushrooms or blue apples, just to raise his happiness a bunch after I force feed him, because his happiness is going to go down a lot. Get rid of my tiredness, please. There we go. And he's hungry. I'm just going to give him the giant meat because don't want anything to go wrong. And he wants more. Okay, so let's look at it. 28. So now it seems to be going up. Give him another one, will be at 30. Yep, 30, okay. I don't know why it doesn't seem like we're getting that much, but... I started the episode and I didn't show it, but I was pretty sure we were at 25, 24. So in the span of a day, we've gone up 6. That's actually that's pretty good. It's not terrible. 5 or 6. But it's not fast enough. So let's go grind some. I'll check down here. There's just a normal mushroom. I don't think a happy mushroom... a happy mushroom actually definitely can spawn right up here. There's also another one that can spawn, I think, on this screen. I'll check over to the left first. That one over there. I know that there's one that can spawn right here behind this tree. Oops, didn't mean to go there. Wait, maybe not behind that tree. Maybe it's behind this tree? Don't fight me. It's behind this tree. You can find a happy mushroom. But anyways. Actually, I want blue apples more than I want happy mushrooms because the happy mushrooms don't give as much weight. And if I'm going to be force feeding him anyways, might as well force feed him foods that have to weight a lot. And he's tired, but I'm going to probably go all the way down here to the bottom screen before we rest. I hate seeing these poops on the ground, but we're not going to get a Sukamon for quite a while, most likely, so we're just going to have to live with it. Sukamon or a Numemon. I'm not planning on either one for a hot minute. Okay, no blue apple, so I'll go up and then sleep. And this is boring, but I also want to show you the entire lifespan, at least of the first Digimon. I'll record everything for the first lifespan. I don't want to skip much. A lot of people don't try to go for ultimate. This is one of the reasons why. It can be very difficult, but I think it's worth it. You can get a lot done if you get an ultimate on your first Digimon that you just can't do if you don't get an ultimate. Mainly the big things are getting Piximon, getting Kuwagamon and Kabuterimon. Because, well, I guess you can get Kuwagamon and Kabuterimon without an ultimate. All you have to do is beat Meramon, which you get after going through Dramojimon's tunnel. So it's not impossible, but I just prefer to go ultimate before doing that. Plus, Dramojimon takes quite a few days. I think it might be like 5 or something after you first fight him. I don't remember what day I first fought him, but I'll check as soon as I have an ultimate if it's ready. Let's go, blue apples. I want probably 3 blue apples. And I don't want to spend the whole episode just grinding blue apples, but I will if I must. Maybe I'll make this a longer episode if we don't get anything by 30 minutes. Do an extra long Friday episode that'll come out on Saturday. Cause I already had a Friday episode released today. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but the way I do episodes is I record them a day early and then set them to post at 12 a.m. of the next day, so If I do an hour-long episode, this one will probably be a little bit after 12 because it's already 11:17 p.m. for me, so I still have to make a thumbnail and do some other stuff for the episode. I have to wait for it to upload, so we'll see what I do. Depends where we're at by half hour. Ooh, we got some mushrooms here. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, our mushroom supply is really good right now because I grind this spot. That's why I like this spot, because one, it gives blue apples, and two, it gives a lot of mushrooms, so you just have mushrooms in case you want them. Also, when you find the Mojimon traders later in the game, in Freezeland, they will trade mushrooms for, I believe, medium recoveries. And then you can trade a medium recovery for better items. Which I think I've decided I don't want to do the medium recovery money making, not glitch, but exploit, I guess you could say, on this run. So we're not just going to buy a bunch of medium recoveries and trade them to Mojimon. So the only real way to get money is either through gathering a lot of mushrooms the natural way and trading them all the way up to, I believe they're like special speed discs or something. So we gather a lot of mushrooms, or we just get medium recoveries the normal way by getting drops from them. It's not that I'm not going to buy medium recoveries, I'm just not going to buy a whole bunch, go trade them, and then go sell them, then buy a whole bunch and keep repeating that process. It just kind of seems exploiting to me, and I've always done it, so I kind of want to see what you can do without doing it that way. I don't like where my happiness is right now. I think I'm kind of losing some lifespan from it, but it is what it is, kind of thing. Not much I can do to get the happiness up. Don't have any happiness items. There's nowhere to really get a steady supply of happy mushrooms and blue apples besides doing what I'm doing now. Which just isn't really the best option, but it's the only option, so. Up and down we go. How many times? Nobody knows. If there's any topics y'all want me to cover in these episodes, let me know in the description. Blue Apple. I'll definitely cover anything you ask about. Let's see. Like I said, I think 3 blue apples will be enough for me because all I'm going to do is I'll get the 3 blue apples and then I'll force feed him with other things. Even mushrooms if I have to. And then once his happiness is deteriorated, I'll feed him the blue apples. They'll give a little bit of weight, but what they'll also do is get my happiness back up. Discipline, on the other hand, will also be lowered from force feeding, and the only real way to get that up is to try to give him items. So I'll have to do that as well. And 2, we're actually doing pretty good on blue apple progress in this episode. Don't normally get this many. I hate when I get stuck on nothing in this game. Sometimes when you're walking along the edge of the map, your character will just stop and he won't be able to move anymore. It's so stupid. But that's just how the game is. I wonder how many mushrooms we'll have by the end of getting these blue apples. I don't know if 3 will be enough. I'm hoping it will. We'll have to see. I know they give about half of your about 25% happiness. So I'll go all the way down to about, I guess, 50%. Give myself a couple blue apples, and then go back down to 75%. Give myself my last blue apple. And then I'll see what my weight is. I'm going to try to only force feed good things, because force feeding mushrooms is going to lower my happiness and discipline just as much as a big meat, and it's going to give me less weight. So I don't really want to force feed those if I don't have to. Which means at least before the next in-game day passes, which shouldn't be a problem. I have to go collect my big meat. We're actually making really good time on getting these blue apples. Just one more and we'll be good. We're still in the morning hours. If you look at the clock in the top left, uh, not in the screen change, you'll see the purple is morning hours. The blue with the clouds and the sun at the very bottom of the clock, that's daytime hours. The orange slash red on the left is your sunset hours or your evening hours, and then your top is your night. Certain Digimon, mostly evil Digimon, like Devimon and maybe Airdramon, Gigadramon, Skullgreymon, stuff like that, they are typically night Digimon, and good Digimon are typically day Digimon. There are some differences in there, like some Digimon are morning Digimon, like I believe Gabumon. He's a Digimon who wakes up more in the night, and then you go to sleep like right before sunset. So they offset a little bit. So it's not just like two different types. I believe there's four different types of sleep patterns for Digimon. And it does matter. Certain Digimon, like if they only sleep at certain times, won't be able to get certain encounters. Like there's a Digimon that you can only find in the morning in a certain place in this game that you just can't really get depending on the Digimon you have because I mean, you could keep them up and do it, but that'll be lowering their happiness and discipline, so you shouldn't. But some Digimon just aren't really even awake in the morning, they just sleep through the morning. Two blue apples, that's what I like. I'm just going to give him a giant meat, to be honest, because I want to keep his weight up as much as possible. Take another one. Nope. I'm probably -1 from where I was, so I expect to be at 20. Actually, no. Probably -2 from where I was, so I slept. So I'm probably at 28. 26. God damn, dude. I don't know why it's so low. That's so annoying. I don't know why it's lowering so fast. It's like I haven't made any progress this episode. Any progress at all. Just none of it. I mean, my stats are a lot better than they were. So that's something. I don't know why, by the way, you can tell there's a little bit on the left of the screen where the black doesn't cover. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not really an issue. Just a visual thing. Haven't had that happen before in the past, but you know, things change. Could be some resolution settings I changed for a different game that just affected this one weirdly. And see, now it's gone. It's not, you can hardly see it, so I really don't know what's going on with that. Or why it's varying in severity. Life's full of wonders and mysteries like that. So, I guess let's do some math. If we want 60 weight, that means we need about 25 more. No, that would put us at 50. We're going to want 35 more. So, 35 weight divided by 2. Well, 16 times 2 is 32. So, let's make that 17 would be 34. So, let's call it 17 big meats is what we need to force feed to get them there. That's way more than we have access to. I'd have to buy some, which, not impossible. I've got some money on me. Might take all we have, but that's fine. We'll earn more. So I'll probably have to go on a spending spree for big meats, too. And that's not including the big apples, because I kind of don't want to include the big apples in that calc. Mainly because, as you can see, I've been losing more than I think I should. I think that's because sleeping can vary the amount you lose. There's our third big apple. Sleeping will vary the amount of weight you lose. It can be 1, it can be more. It may depend on like how long you keep them up past the sleep bubbles. I really don't know. So that could be the factor that I haven't been calculating correctly. Because I know for a fact you only lose 3 weight on a poop. I don't think you can lose more or less than that. 3 is the number. Let's see, did we get a happy apple? We did not get a happy mushroom up here. I know they can spawn there, I've seen them there. And did we get one up here? No, we did not. Mainly because that's not the place you find them. I just remembered again. That's not the tree. Oh well. And not to the shop. Almost went there. We want to go to Palmon. I don't know if I can feed him 17, though, with 3. I'll feed him as much as I can, get him as high as possible. Supposedly, discipline shouldn't lower lifespan, so I should be fine on that. Okay. Nope. Wait. Yeah, I do want to buy it, so. Yes, give me all the meat. Yes, I do want to buy more. Keep some. All my money. All of it. As much as I can possibly get. I'm just waiting for that text to change that you don't have enough money or something. What is it saying? Oh, you need more money. Okay, so we're already getting that text. Okay. How many did we get? 19. That's enough. So, time to start feeding them. I'm going to just lower the happiness bar all the way past the blue now. And sometimes you have to abuse your Digimon, guys. It's just how life is. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to make him real happy soon. It's kind of like when you have to teach your animals a lesson, and you don't really like to, but you just have to do it for their own well-being. And it's actually going down a lot slower than I thought it would, so we may be actually able to get a lot more than I thought. And you can see, for the first time on this Greymon, our discipline has gone below 50. It's got the blue shades. When happiness gets too low, it'll turn into a red, angry face. So we probably are going to go over 30 minutes on this episode. I don't think I'm going to go for a full hour. I'm just going to go until I get to, I think 60 weight is what I'll go to. And then once we're at 60 weight, I think we'll call it an episode. We'll have all the stats. It's day 10, age 9, so he's the proper age for first possible Digivolution. Probably won't get it till day 11 though. The only time I've gotten it on day 9 is when you start day 9 with all the requirements met. So, I don't expect him to just immediately Digivolve once he hits the proper weight. I should have 2 left by my calculations, or a little bit over 2. So I'll check at 4 where we are. Actually, you know what? I'll just give him all of it because we need to go over anyways. Actually, now we'll go over with the blue apple. So now that we're here, let's check. 60 exactly. Okay, I want to go over a little bit more than that. So yeah, I'll just give him all the giant meat. I'm hoping the blue apples will take us. Actually, I don't care if we go over with the blue apples. I'm just gonna eat them until we're maxed. Because like I said, every 4 hours, if you don't keep track of your happiness, you'll lose extra lifespan, and I don't want to do that. So, or your happiness. If you don't keep track of your happiness, you'll lose lifespan. Hopefully that's what I said. So there we go. And one more should actually max us out. And we'll have 1 to spare in case of emergency. There we go. It's not maxed out, but that's damn close. So we now got our weight to 70. That's on the actual high end of the spectrum. If it goes over that, we're a bit screwed. So I think I'm just gonna call that episode there. We've kind of hit what we wanted to. We don't have any new techniques for him, but that's fine. He'll actually learn new techniques once he evolves to Metal Greymon, and he won't be able to use Spitfire, I don't believe, anymore. His main move will be Metal Splinter. So we got 260 brains, 228 speed, 200 defense, 253 offense, 2053 MP, and 2070 HP. Pretty good all-round stats for your first generation, I would say. I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna save the game. And I think we're going to call that good. I actually, the past 2 episodes, I haven't had very good luck with Blue Apple, so I'm kind of surprised we got there, but we did. Well, thank you everyone for watching today's episode. I hope you had a good time. I know I did, and I'll see you next episode.